Hey guys, just before we jump into the video, I just wanted to give you a quick glance of the portfolio again. We've got a lot of players in action over the international break, all pretty much eligible for IPDs as well as match buzz and that type of thing as well. But like I said in the video yesterday, if you didn't check it out, I'm not really holding my breath on the international stuff. I'm not going to let it dictate anything that I'm going to do strategically. I'm just going to have my portfolio sitting chilling, and anything we earn, it's a Brucey bonus. Thanks a lot for tuning into the video, guys. I hope you enjoy. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, retweet, all that good stuff, and let's get stuck into it. Thanks a lot. Good morning, everyone. How are we? So, just thought we'd get stuck in with a wee preview video today. Didn't really get the time to do it yesterday. But, yeah, hey ho, let's get stuck into it. So this will be match day 5 on the Football Index season. But it is a wholly international match day, okay? So we kick off on Thursday with what will be a double match day. And there's a couple of interesting games here. Now, the thing with Football Index is great that they're adding on these games in terms of IPOs and IPDs, and not IPOs, IPDs and PB, that kind of thing. But there's a huge array of players involved in these matches that are not going to be involved. So you're really just looking for the best ones that are available. There's not really going to be too many bargain basement winners of very much, really, when you look at the games we've got on. Like the Maltese team, I don't think any of them are in Football Index. Same with the Faroe Islands, Liechtenstein, Armenia. You've also got Mkhitaryan. But Gibraltar, you know, there's very North Macedonia. There's been some Israelis, of course, like Manis de Boer and guys like that. But it's very, very stretched in terms of how little players are actually live on the platform that are actively participating in these fixtures. But on the Monday, if you've been wondering why Erling Haaland has been rising in price so much, is because everyone's expecting Norway to absolutely do Malta and him to play a part in that. And when you look at the results Malta have had recently, you can pretty much see why they're whipping, and even the history between Norway and Malta, you expect him to do that. I don't actually know if Haaland, I don't own Haaland, so it's not my business to know. I don't really care. I don't even know if he's made the senior squad, but guys like Odegaard will be there, Christopher Ayer if he's fit. It could still be a good game for people on the index, certainly. Italy, Armenia, again, you'd expect the Italians to win some PB, but that is kind of, it's not a derby, you know, but round about that kind of Balkan kind of area with the Italians, like your Armenians, Bulgarians, the Greeks, you know, that whole kind of peninsula on the Mediterranean. It's kind of derby-ish, you know. So I don't think Italy going away to Armenia is an easy match at all, you know. They'll probably win, don't get me wrong, but if it was extremely convincing, I'd be surprised. If it's 2-0, 3-1, 3-2, 2-1, I wouldn't be surprised at all. Bosnia at home and Liechtenstein, that should really on paper be a cricket score. Guys like Edin Dzeko, Ibisevic, Pjanic, to name the three most famous that spring to my mind, certainly. Sweden away at the Faroe Islands, of course we've got Forsberg, just trying to think who else, Marcus Berg. There's not too many Swedes kicking about there now that I can really think off the top of my head that will be in the national team. Swedes, yeah. So there'll be a few boys there that will score goals and do some damage. Pukki at home to Greece. Now, Greece have always been a notoriously tight defensive team, especially by having like Kostas Manolos, Socrates, Mavropanos. You know, their best players are now our centre backs, the Greeks. You know, so, and the goalkeeper as well, Karnezis, the guy who plays for Watford. I think he's at Napoli now, or maybe floating about Italy somewhere. But and Finland aren't a great team. You know, they've got a couple of okay players, Pukki being the best one. So again, if you're expecting a Pukki hat-trick, I don't think you're going to get it. Denmark away at Gibraltar, we're expecting to see Eriksson and all these guys, Kasper Dolberg and Martin Braithwaite, and you know whoever else gets the nod, Yusuf Poulsen, to destroy Gibraltar. That could happen quite easily. The thing with Gibraltar is they have one pitch on that island, and Celtic have played a few qualifiers there. I think Rangers have as well, and the pitch is like a 3G that you'd get at your local park, and it's right next to the airport, so it's like, it's not a great place to go and play football. So again, if Denmark only won 2-0 or something, I wouldn't be overly surprised. Ireland-Switzerland again looks to be a tight game. Mick McCarthy likes to defend and keep it simple, and Switzerland have been known for that. You know, there is a bit of stardust in that Switzerland team now with guys like Shaqiri floating about, and Remy Freuler, and you know, a few other guys that can make them tick, but that's going to be a tight affair, certainly. And in Romania against Spain, I would expect Spain to knock them over, maybe 4-1 or something like that, 4-0. But when it's away in these Eastern European countries, you just don't know how attendance is going to be, what the crowd will be like, and that could be difficult to call. But Bosnia, Sweden and Spain will be my main ones to watch out for. Mainly, I'm not saying Norway just because I don't think there's enough players that, Odegaard and Haaland aside, there's enough players to really get excited about. We then rock up into the Friday, okay, and we have another double match day. Cyprus, Kazakhstan, don't think anyone's involved in that. Belarus, Estonia, don't think anyone's involved in that again. Austria, home and Latvia. Now this could be a sneaky one because we've got a lot of great Austrians floating about the index now. Alaba and Sabitzer being the most famous ones, but also Arnautovic will be coming back into that squad. As well as a bunch of other guys. I think the Schlager guy at Bremen or Wolfsburg or whatever, I think he's injured. I'm not sure if he is Austrian, actually, he might be Swiss, I forget. But the Austrian team has a lot of good players floating about in it, and even if we look at the last lineup that they had, this could be a 4-1 win away to North Macedonia, which is not an easy place to go. Arnautovic, Sabitzer, Lehmer, Schlager, Ilsanker, Hinteregger, Dragovic, Lehner, Ulmer, all these guys are in PB leagues and they'll probably be held by a bunch of you. Arnautovic isn't in a PB league, but you understand the point. And also there's no David Alaba in that picture. The Bayern Munich left back. He's played centre mid a lot for Austria because he is a centre mid to trade. So again, that could be one of the headline games of the day. Germany, Netherlands is going to be where all the column inches are, along with Gareth Bale in Azerbaijan. If Gareth Bale wipes the floor with Azerbaijan, I said to somebody, people were tweeting, see when the whole China thing was going on, and he dipped and people bought him, and then I was answering a few tweets, and I was trying to keep it quite vague because it's not my job to tell you what to do or anything like that, but that would be, this day will be a great day to have Bale if you want to sell him, or if you want to earn money on him, because he'll probably, if he goes and scores 2 or 3 goals against Azerbaijan, he could easily win in media, could easily win any number of dividends, all the dividends, could grab them all. But the Germany-Netherlands game will have a lot of column inches that follow it, no doubt. And it's going to be a tight game. There's a bit of retribution to be had. I think from the last time these guys played each other, Holland won and got to the Euro semis. That Nations League thing. No, Germany won. That's weird. Can't remember the deal, but I think it was a bit of controversy. It was really tight in the end. Scored in the 90th minute, and what did that do? Oh, Germany were just awful. I don't know why I've got that in my head. Belgium, San Marino, that will be like 8-0 or something like that. So that's why a lot of people have been buying Lukaku, Mertens, De Bruyne, whatever. Scotland, Russia. I think Scotland will win that game, if I'm being totally honest with you. I'm not being too biased, but I think the squad we've got together is the best squad we've had in recent years. We had a lot of pullouts under Strachan and under McLeish. And I think Stevie Clark's got no pullouts. We've got guys like Fraser, McTominay, McGinn, all the Celtic boys. So I think we could win. Slovakia, Croatia. I'm trying to think about Slovakians. None really jump to mind off the top of my head. But in terms of Croatia, they've got a wide array of talent that could go and win. If they beat Slovakia even like 1 or 2-0, but guys like Brozovic and Modric and Kovacic are just dictating tempo, all of them could run away with massive PB scores, and then it'll be a case of who scored the goal and who got the assist. They could win best midfielder on the day, certainly. And then also says guys like Perisic and Mandzukic, strikers, same position really in terms of how they could finish the day. Slovenia, Poland will be a tight game. Oblak versus Lewandowski. If you've bought Lewandowski for this game thinking he's going to run them over, or even Milik or any other Polish player, Slovenia have Oblak, so it's not as easy as that. And Wales, Azerbaijan, I think Wales will win 1 or 2-0, and Bale will be probably the main man on the day. We rock into the Saturday and we have a double match day again. Kosovo, Czech Republic. It's going to be all about the Czechs. England, Bulgaria, everything is going to be about England really in terms of the real world, in terms of column inches, all that type of thing. So guys like Sancho to do well, score a couple of goals, Rashford, Kane, Maddison, anyone really who stands up and does well at Wembley, they'll be the main figurehead of the day. France have got one of the easy fixtures, of course. They're at home at Albania. No Mbappe in the team, expect Griezmann, Fekir, these types of guys to go and rack up massive PB scores again. So it'll really be between England and France, I think. Serbia, Portugal is a really tight game, and I don't think we'll get many PB winners out of that match. Maybe a defender or a goalkeeper, if one of them keep a clean sheet against like a barrage of attacks, they could do that, I suppose. But otherwise, I expect the PB winners to really come out of France and England here. Otherwise, Iceland, Moldova, Sigurdsson, somebody mentioned him before the Friday night game, and I thought, I wish I'd thought about that, because you could have got him at a really good price a while ago, and again, you'd expect him to score against Moldova. Turkey, Andorra, nobody from Turkey. Cengiz Under, nobody rings a bell really for anyone you really want to be on. And Lithuania, Ukraine, it's pretty pointless in terms of Planet Index. We then rock into the Sunday, and we have again a double match day. And Spain at home at the Faroe Islands. Cricket score, and I'm just glancing through the rest of this, sorry. Sweden, Norway, there's again a lot of interest on the index for guys like Odegaard and a few other guys, so that could be an interesting game. Italy, Finland, I think that'll be an easy game for Italy, because I say Finland are not a great team, and Italy are looking pretty strong now, so I'd actually expect Italy to win that fairly comfortably, maybe 2 or 3-0, 3-1 maybe if Pukki scores. Denmark away to Georgia. Georgia's a tough place to go away. Bosnia away to Armenia, again that's a derby, like that's in that kind of Balkan country. I would not want to be wagering anything on those games. And Romania at home to Malta, they should be battering them. Switzerland at home to Gibraltar, they should be battering them as well. But again, Switzerland are a tight team. That might just be 2 or 3-0. They'll definitely win, but it just depends on if they decide to turn up or not. And Greece, Liechtenstein, again, they should really be pumping them. But the Greek team is quite safe and secure, so it might just be 1 or 2-0 in the end. Spain, definitely a team to watch out for on Sunday. And then in terms of my last match day, this will be the Monday. Last fixture of the match day will be the Monday, and we have Azerbaijan, Croatia. Yeah, we'd expect Croatia to do well, but again, Azerbaijan's not an easy place to travel to, climate, distance, etc. Holland should batter Estonia, absolutely batter them into the ground. Slovakia, Hungary, 1 each, 2-1 Slovakia, tight. Latvia, Macedonia, I don't think anyone cares. Germany away to Northern Ireland. This will either be 1-0 Germany or 1 each. It'll be very tight if Northern Ireland get their way. If Germany go there and overpower them, then it could be again a cricket score. Just depends on how well prepared Northern Ireland think they are. Historically under Michael O'Neill, they have done well against the bigger teams, kept the scoreline very tight, but they don't have a lot of goals in them. And if Germany score early, heads will go down, and guys like Havertz and Goretzka and Werner and Gnabry and all these guys could just run amok. Poland, Austria, again, is that kind of I don't know, Iron Curtain, if you like, but that's a bit of a derby match. So again, if you're picking players out of that thinking, oh, it's an easy game for Poland or it's an easy game for Austria, you're wrong. It's not going to be an easy game for any of them. Russia, Kazakhstan, that is a derby of sorts as well. Russia should win that. Don't think there's any Kazakh players on the index. San Marino, Cyprus, I couldn't think of a game I could care less about. Scotland, Belgium, everyone's expecting Belgium to wipe the floor with us. They probably will win. I don't think it'll be as easy as most people think. If it was a draw, I wouldn't be surprised. And then Slovenia at home at Israel. Again, I don't think too many people will care on Planet Index, but again, you've got to remember they've got All Black in their team, and when they're at home, they could be quite capable of a draw. Now, I'm just actually glancing ahead. I think that might be the last international, so we'll just include the Tuesday as well on this match day. We'll have a quick look. Iceland, easy game. England, this is the reason you ought to be buying English players. We've been buying them for the last month, is England in Wembley against Kosovo. Kosovo has a population of, I think, about 21. They don't really have... The only player I know that plays for them that's worth mentioning is that Bersant Chelina at Swansea. Otherwise, guys, none of their players I'm aware of. Certainly Muric, the goalkeeper that was at City's away on loan, is a professional footballer, certainly. France at home to Andorra, cricket score. Portugal away at Lithuania, cricket score. Serbia away at Luxembourg, cricket score. Turkey away to Moldova, should be a cricket score, but I'm not too well versed in how Turkey are doing. As I say, Cengiz Under is the only player that really jumps to my mind. And in Montenegro, Czech Republic, that is a derby game. The Montenegrin crowd are very volatile. That will not be an easy game. It could go either way. Okay, guys, so this has been the Matchday 5 preview. The main guys you want to be holding in terms of the premium players on the index are English and French. There's a couple other teams that have one good fixture, 2 okay fixtures, whatever. But these are going to be the games where you could really see some massive movement on the index, guys. If you're new around here and you've liked the kind of little blurb, but by the way, this is our 5th match day preview. All 4 so far been pretty spot on with calling out who's going to be the big performers on the day, etc. So thanks a lot if you've enjoyed it. Like, share, subscribe, retweet, all that good stuff, guys. Stay out of trouble, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.